Previously on the House of Glass.
When last we left off, you guys had completed your first probationary mission for Cosmo Corp. You hunted down a unlicensed necromancer. You managed to uncover a few mysteries, learn some secrets, gather some loot, and you stopped Declan from summoning the Revenant. We're going to get into a little bit of downtime. You have just a little bit of downtime before your next mission is given to you by Cosmo Corp. We're going to give you about the period of 2 weeks. Why don't we go ahead and start with Doug here, and we'll join in as necessary. So, time's yours.
Doug, he's gonna help his grandma Leanie.
Okay.
He's gonna work in and on the orphanage. He's gonna do some repairs. Doesn't have much gold after giving it to Declan, but he's doing what he can to renovate the orphanage.
You bet.
Yeah. Pretty simple.
Fresh coat of paint, fixed up a couple of broken windows, that kind of thing. The orphanage doesn't look too run down, although it's still pretty run down, as it would be expected in your part of town. But the kids love to have you around. Do you tell them any stories about your adventure here?
Definitely a toned down version. Yeah, I don't want to give them nightmares either.
Okay. You bet. They do their best to pry as much information out of you as possible. Eris, anything you'd like to share with the group? You and I have already spoken some to some degree, but
Eris is quiet after what she saw. You might find her, a couple of you, walking around the entertainment area, handing off pieces of coin and talking to people. Sometimes they walk away from her quickly, shaking their heads, seeming a little perturbed. Also notice she picks up 2 potions that she didn't hide from you. And you may have seen a small letter just quickly slipped away, tucked and hidden as she went off somewhere. And as you try and reach out to her and speak with her, maybe, you find that she very quickly redirects and then slips away. Mysteriously.
Mysterious.
based off our previous conversation, I'm going to ask you to roll a persuasion check.
Oh,
That's 1, baby.
Well, now we know why they ran away, terrified.
So that one was Dan being right.
Isn't that one?
Okay, good to know. All right.
Thanks for the new dice. Like, thanks for that.
Rico up to.
So Rico, on his downtime, Rico is going to be partying. He is going to be swindling, gambling, trying to 10x his money that he earned in his first Cosmo Corp mission. He's going to be in and out. He's going to be working very closely with Ryan, try to collect as much coin as possible. He also believes that Eris is trying to get some sort of emotion out of him based off of the last time that they were officially together, battling together, when Rico Suave so cowardly hid in the back and was very shaken up by the Bell people. So he thinks that Eris is trying to talk about it and he's trying to ignore it and he's about to crack. And then you have him just, he did buy some tickets for Grimborth. And he is waiting to give that over to Small. He is now starting to believe that Tessa is someone who can detect good luck or bad luck. That is his theory at the moment. And Doug, well, he's doing everything he can to protect Doug because he believes that Doug is needs to be protected because he was once a slave and he thinks it's very bad luck to beat up on a slave. So he is finding bunches, like tons of trinkets and things that he believes will protect you and give you good luck. And that is Rico.
Right into the bag of holding. Maybe to never come out again.
Random items that he's getting. He probably won a goat or something, and a couple of different little trinkets here and there.
And roll me 2d20s.
2d20s, yes.
What about?
All right, here we go. Important roll.
It's really important.
I'm rolling the dice that I got.
If it gets a 1, 2, they're cursed.
Oh, watch this.
They're
Two
cursed.
20s. Ready? An 11 and a 1.
Curse!
Bust out the dumpster. We need to train these new dice.
Oh yeah, can I have the
It's
chair?
like, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that is cool.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I got a 19 with mine.
I got one. Wait for it.
A 1 and a what? 11? What was it?
11 and a 1.
11 and a 1.
Okay.
Doing
You
this all.
win the following trinkets.
All right, let's go.
An accordion of unending sorrow.
Okay.
Oh no.
Accordion of
Sounds just off enough to make people uneasy. Makes you guys, whenever it's being played, you feel deep regret. And you do win one extremely stubborn goat.
Okay. Trinket.
Refuses to go anywhere unless you hum a specific lullaby.
Fog, are you doing for that?
Okay.
So you got a goat and an accordion. That's what you give to Doug? Is that what you said?
And an accordion. Yeah. So, did he get any more trinkets? Like anything else?
You
Like
can roll me.
small-
I'll allow you to roll me one more d20.
Watch this. This is my good dice. Ready? 5.
5.
Yeah. Maybe a magical toenail or
Say
something.
stuff like that.
You have what you believe to be an invisible fish inside of a jar of water.
Okay. An invisible fish. Is the fish alive or dead?
You're assured it's in there, and it might just be telepathic.
Okay. All right.
That's hilarious.
Fish. All right. Here we go.
It's bad luck if you get rid of it.
Or if you let it die.
All right.
Ryan.
So Ryan has a couple goals that he has for long term, but also for short term. The first thing is that he really wants to try and get his new crew cohesive, right? Functioning and working well together. So he spends a bit of time with everyone individually, focusing on some of their strengths and how they can collaborate and help each other. So, I mean, kind of like briefly going around, he spent some time with Smol. Ryan goes to Smol and he asks for some sparring practice because he knows that he needs to be challenged a little bit when it comes to fighting strength opponents, as he's a very dexterous fighter and a ranged fighter. So he wants to practice that up close encounter for whatever that may look like. Then with Tess, he is just horribly sparked and a little bit worried about the cost of what he did by providing the sigil to the witch. We wanted to make sure that he could learn up on anything that they could find on it. So he'll actually spend some time with Tess studying and going over the things, and even if they can find anything regarding the Furba as well. Then he spent some time with Rico because he wants to create kind of also an underground alias to be able to gain more information on Cosmo Corp because, Ryan has some loose ends that he needs to tie up. So he works with Rico to do that and create kind of an underworld alias and get some documentation so Ryan can travel about the Undercity and use, his thieves' cant skills and things like that.
Just some documents.
Oh yeah, so Rico's going to help him there. Now with Eris, Ryan knows that she went through a recent traumatic event. So he does more than anything is just to spend time with her, just account for her and, just make sure that she feels companionship, make sure that she feels welcome. And so they have like some softer, quiet moments, not anything real that's discussed. It's more just making sure that she knows that he is there when she is ready, when she is prepared to open up. And then, of course, with Doug, Ryan has the same desire like Rico to ensure that Doug's protected. And Ryan's thought the best way to protect Doug is to give him the tools for him to protect himself. So he also spends a little bit of time with Doug not so much on like the sparring training side of it, but like how to read the scenarios, how to look at the scene in a combat, and how to like judge what are the angles, what are the skills, how to analyze, okay, where's my escape, where's my setup, where can I find vulnerability. So we spend some time doing that. That's Ryan's primary goal, is to unify the unit, but also to prepare for some other things that are in his later goals.
You got it. Tessa.
Tessa would be really enamored with the artifact that was recovered, the fire blackened skull with the black diamond. So she would want to research that as much as she could, and so it would be able to be wielded wisely and safely. And always interested for new information, happy to tumble down any rabbit hole where that's concerned. She would be mostly researching, but otherwise, like, she would probably be really interested in kind of making amends with Doug, because she felt a little badly about getting mad at him for like getting rid of 2 books. And Doug is like, okay, whatever, like, come to the orphanage. And like she starts interacting with the kids, so I start helping educate and entertain the kids, kind of keep them out of your way while you're renovating, things like that, and like kind of trying to repair the relationship. And I don't know if Doug was Doug probably didn't even know or care, like, just totally normal, like, cool, thanks for coming. And she, like, she's invested in the group as well. Y'all have been like really cool about how weirdly she likes to read. So she would maybe like offer to like polish your shell as well. Like, try and help out in different ways. Like, I would show up for her for like guess what? We're drinking wine and we're just gonna have a girls' night type of thing. She would maybe agree to dance lessons if there was enough alcohol involved with Rico. But
Definitely doing that.
yeah, she's interested in like spending time with these, people around her that have now, like, we've seen a few things together, and like we're supposed to get new assignments, trying to learn more about them, really, like she likes to do for all of her surroundings, and be able to know that she can count on them in the future.
We'll have you do a couple rolls, because first, you successfully attuned to the skull when you tamed it, basically. I'd like to maybe roleplay do you ever activate the skull?
Okay. So how many? 2, you said?
Well, I'm asking you that question.
Yes. Yeah, she
you
would
activate-
definitely at one point maybe like go outside of the city
Okay.
and have a picnic, but like you're like, okay, like she would let them know later that everything hopefully went well. But
We'll see.
all right.
So no
we'll
roll
see.
just yet.
Okay.
Okay, but you're outside, kind of at the rancher's reach, having a little picnic, you pull up the skull.
Working up the willpower, like take a swig of wine and like go and try and activate this thing.
You can extend your consciousness out to it. You can feel that it's connected to you in some manner.
Okay.
And you can will it to wake up.
Perfect. Okay.
Ooh.
And when you do, green flame erupts from its eyes and sheathes the skull as it coils up like a serpent and rises from the ground and begins orbiting you, watching you. It speaks. You have awoken me.
Let's pray tell, what is your name? What do I call you?
I am but a shadow of what I should be, a whisper of what I once was. A whisper.
So we'll call it your whisper chapter then.
Chapter, I like that. It means this isn't the end.
Quite right. Tell me about yourself. What were you to now?
I was once a great arcane master. Powers of life and death weave through my very hands, and I spread terror. And further greatness was yet to come. As you're speaking, you can kind of gather that this entity within the skull has significant knowledge, but it's like looking through darkened glass. It's not what it once was. It's not what it was meant to be. There's a lot of possible power to be gained, but it struggles to remember everything.
Okay. Well, new chapters are new chapters. We can shape what happens next. I am Tessa Dove. But I'm sure you know that already.
It's generally wise to assume your enemies know more than you think they do.
Quite so.
Tessa, unworthy as you are, it seems I'm bound to you for the time being.
Very well. What can you offer me?
Knowledge.
Perfect. We're gonna get along great.
It suits me, I suppose.
Suits me fine.
Okay.
I don't need to feed you, right?
I've transcended the need for physical nutrition.
Excellent. Okay, so are you around forever now, or
I think as long as you will me awake, I'm awake.
Oh, it sounds like this will work then. Okay. Well, we'll talk to you again soon. And I'll boop the diamond.
Shutting down.
That's so great.
All right. So there's Serval's whisper there. And then you are researching certain things, right?
Yes.
What
With
specifically do you wanted to research?
anything about Saraval, ultimately, and down the path for Ryan as well. And there's something that itches at the back of Tessa's mind as she kind of pours over these books with a comrade, really.
Okay.
That she's there's something like looking through dark, foggy glass that she can't quite remember.
Yeah.
But it feels familiar.
Yes. When it comes to researching Saraval, you hit a wall. It's strange. For a wizard or sorcerer or necromancer of the caliber he claims to be, there should be something. It's like he never existed. As far as the mark, as shown on Ryan's palm, you can go ahead and make an Arcana check. And you're welcome to use Saraval's Whisper to help. He gives you a D4 if you've got him active on those.
Interesting.
Arcana.
Yeah, I gotta.
First didn't roll a 1. I guess they're not cursed.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, so you learn the following about this mark. There's not a lot in the history books, but just paying attention to the mark itself, the number 6 keeps coming up. 6. 6 upon 6s. It's a highly important number built into the geometric arcane weaving of this mark.
Okay.
There are small bits of rumor that you find in some kind of more just kind of like legend. This isn't intellectual academic study at this point. This is just folklore at this time. But the 6 gave you the clue.
Okay.
And throughout history, at least most recent history, within the last 120 or so years, there's been tell of a group of 6 people who find themselves at the linchpin of certain historical events. They're movers, they're shakers, they're moving behind the scenes. hints of some sort of shadow war.
Okay.
And that's kind of what you learn based off of that mark. I assume you do that
She's
all
really
with Ryan.
intrigued by that. Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna jump to Small here real quick. What is Small doing with your time off?
So Small has never had money before. And now he has some. And he knows what he's supposed to do with it. But he's never had the temptation, the impulse, because he has been boxed in by societal poverty that he's had with his family and everything else. So because of that, and he has never really had experience with it, he has now just a flood of emotions going through him right now.
Okay.
And he doesn't know how to quite handle it. So he goes, if you're okay with this, Dan, he goes gambling with you.
Yes.
And if you're okay with it, I'm gonna roll to see if it's okay if he wins or loses and how much.
Yeah. You tell me what you want to wager.
This is going to be a lesson. One way or another.
What do you want to wager? How much do you want to wager?
He is brand new to this. What would Rico convince him to wager?
Oh, no.
Well, it depends on what kind of game.
I've never done this before.
My friend, you need to put your heart into something.
I'm
If you're
ready.
going to do it just a little bit, you don't do it. You need to do everything.
I've learned that risks is the way to reward.
That is exactly right. My friend, let me give you the good luck.
Am I using your die? My die's better.
It's terrible. What terrible idea.
How much you wagering?
So you're not convincing him to wager a certain amount?
Yeah, it is blasphemous.
How much do you typically wager?
Okay, listen, for this game, you need to do half.
Okay, 50.
Everything you have.
50 gold.
Gold.
We're going to keep this nice and simple. I have rolled a die.
Oh, you have, okay.
I have rolled my dice. You roll yours. Whoever's got higher,
A D20 or what?
D20.
Okay.
We'll keep it simple.
Let's see if Rico's thing.
Shit, what day is it?
19.
19.
19. Like I'm dead. Like.
It is a happy day.
Did you give him bardic inspiration?
I rolled a 17.
Wow.
Oh my God, my friend. That is what we do. We make money together, huh?
I feel like that's actually going to become more of a problem.
Yeah.
That's exactly how good.
This is not good.
I didn't know money was so easy.
My friend, money is the easiest thing that you can get, my friend. Listen, now,
Double or nothing.
now,
Double or nothing.
now this is what you do, okay? This is going to be my best advice for you. You hold everything that you have right now until next week, same time.
How much did I earn?
You earned 50. It was just a straight.
It's straight. All right, so 1 to 1. Okay, got it. So he's at 100 plus gold. So I'm 150. He would listen to him. You have now become his idol. Like not like total idol, but like he's starting to trust in you more.
It's bad luck. Again, bad luck. You need to do it same time next week.
Next week.
To the minute. And then you do 100%.
Okay. I didn't know money was so easy.
It's the easiest thing.
Grimborth always says follow the formula. If you follow, this is the formula.
This is the formula, my friend. That's what I'm saying, my friend. You follow Rico, you be rich.
I have an important question. Small, after having won, did you discuss this or bring it to the group at all?
Oh, totally. Yeah. Like Small would be like,
I never have experienced so much progress in such a short amount of time. It's called exponential growth.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
I'm using my die for this. My special die. Wisdom save. Okay, well I gotta cancel out of this.
Friend.
This is either really good or
Wisdom
really bad.
save. All right, here we go. Only adds a +1 to it. 13.
Okay. That first hit of dopamine, you've developed a small addiction to gambling. From here on out, I'm going to make you roll wisdom saves when gambling is a thing.
I love it. Okay, cool.
Yes, this is so good.
Yes, but no. Yes, but no.
It's gonna be incredible.
Yeah, you could absolutely give him disadvantage if you're like.
Was I there?
Okay.
Did I actually witness it?
Something tells me Rico might have made sure no one else was around for that.
Then you're gonna try and convince Tessa to come or something.
So what's going to happen is that we'll walk into everybody, and Rico's going to have his arm right around the turtle. He's just going to be like glistening, just this biggest smirk on his face. Everybody, pay attention to this winner. Huh? This guy won big monies today. Huh? He's a beginner, but yeah.
Doug, I got an extra 50. I took a risk and I succeeded.
Wow, you started your own company or something?
No, I went to the casino.
Well,
Okay.
Noriko was teaching me and it worked. His method worked.
you just see it just glisten.
I never felt like that rush before. I mean, I have money and now I have more money.
And what did Rico get out of this exchange?
My friend,
I,
trying to say.
he only took a few gold, but I mean, that sounds fair, was his advice.
What's a few?
Meta, let's give you 10 gold. You took a fee, is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go.
Oh yeah. Let's go ahead and say that he got 10 gold out of
10
that.
gold, there you go.
I'm going to add that right to it. It's great.
It was
Yeah,
his.
that's 20%.
So let me just understand this, Rico. Just out of curiosity, you have introduced gambling to a person with an unequivocal. I'm sorry. I'm just an amount of debt that is family inherited, and you have introduced him to the concept of gambling.
You're welcome. Fog. My friend, this guy is a natural.
No.
Okay.
Can you be natural?
Okay, hold on.
Of course you can.
Yeah, so
Lucky.
So, I am just going to reiterate here. You understand that the gambling typically leads to large debts. I mean, I'm an ex-pirate. There are the reason pirates exist and the reason they go and they steal so much is because
Rico
they
just puts his
then
finger
go
right
and
on his mouth. Not when you are with Rico.
Hey, Doug,
I am the
can
teacher.
I talk to you off to the side real fast? Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't told them about working, my family debt with the competitor.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure how to go by this. Because I haven't told my family that I'm working at Cosmo Corp.
I mean, you could tell them you won at gambling.
We gotta do it more. Okay, that's right.
I didn't say that. I just said you could
No,
use.
that's a great idea.
No, I don't think that is. But what you have right now, you could tell them and maybe say you've started investing
I think
until you find the right time and place to tell them the truth. Because I think telling the truth is always what's right.
we'd never have made more than 5 silver in a month. Within days, I've made 140 gold. I mean, like,
It's amazing, yeah.
yeah.
Listen,
Yes, my friend.
I understand that work brings in money and then gambling is like investment, okay? So the real question is, when are we going to get the next work that we have to do? Eh?
This brings up another topic of something as gracious and wonderful as Grammalini has been. I think it's time that we find our own place to stay.
This guy is thinking with his head.
I've scouted a few locations.
You saying we're going to be bunk buddies?
Well, I mean, of course, as hospitable as it is and kind of Grammalini, it is a bit tight. So, I think it's best that we find our own accommodations.
My friend, I know the right place.
You do?
My friend.
So, we're going to the abandoned bell tower, correct? The crow's nest.
You got it, my friend.
Of course. I was glad that I discussed this with you previously. So,
Well, look happier. You are always sad. Eh? My gosh, this woman.
You doing okay there?
Oh,
don't
don't bring me into this.
I don't want to talk about it, okay?
Eris, there's a beautiful view in which you can stay on
Since
top.
we're gonna have all of
you
our
know-
girls' nights.
I do have something I need from you in private.
I don't want to talk about it, okay?
Tessa,
Hooks arms or
borrow
something.
you, please. We go into a
Go on,
different
give
room.
the girls some time.
Do.
Look, as we sit down on where leanies? Leanies?
Go to the
Warm
library.
couch that squeaks a little.
There's a go.
Bloody hell.
Go.
This is weird, but okay. Look, you are the best with books and research, and I'm not very good at this, but I need
Research something together?
or you could just, tell me how to get the information and I can read it by myself.
You know I'm gonna still read it too, right? I have to know what I'm giving you.
No. Look. This is important to me and it's personal. And I need to know how to get certain information. And where would I go to find a book about demons?
Well, we could traverse back to where the spell book was. Meta moment. What was the name of that?
Arcaneum.
The Arcaneum.
Arcaneum, yeah.
The Arcaeum. That would be a good place to start. Perhaps any other libraries within the city. There are typically forbidden sections. I do happen to know where many of them are. And I hope you tell me at some point, but you don't have to right now. I will show you where to go. And I can sit and read a book. You know I can.
Yes, you're very good at reading. Can you get these books? I don't know how to get them. Are they locked up? Do we have to sneak? I'm not sure I'm the best at sneaking.
Some of them are going to be more closely protected or monitored.
Do you have like a secret reading phrase, like you tell them something and they give you a book?
Would Tessa have something like that?
A secret password.
Because she does have the ability to recall with perfect recollection things that she reads.
Okay. It sounds like Eris is asking for an underground librarian,
Yeah.
what's the word? Librarian cult?
Secret library.
That would make, yeah. Tessa's wanted to be a member for so long.
Secret library.
I thought you said that. Secret library.
Curious enough, you kind of are friendly with that.
So you know where to go.
Oh, yes.
Can I come, or do I need glasses like you?
Do you
For
see
reading.
properly already?
I think so. Yes.
Lucky. These have held me back. I've lost so much time with books when they've broken. That aside, yes, I know where to go. I can show you.
Yes.
But know that I am here.
Lovely. As she kind of stiffens back away, and you can tell she's awkward about it.
Yeah, and Tessa's just
We'll go to the library. The secret cult library at some point.
In the meantime, Rico's teaching you guys how to dance.
They're known as the Archivists of the Eternal Quill. And you're on friendly terms with them, more or less. They know you, you know them. You walk in the same circles.
Would Small know them, considering he has Watcher's Eye?
Nope.
Okay.
You lead her to this little hole in the wall. It's not a place, it's not marked or anything like that. But you kind of throw down a little secret knock. And one of those little kind of windows slides open. and it asks for the password.
Okay.
What's the password? And you respond,
Dingleberry.
and the door opens. And you're brought into this. It's just a little library. There's like monks there that are like writing down and just. It's really just. It's just a library, but they're very secretive.
A cultish library. It's the best thing I've ever heard.
A bunch of people who think they're part of a cult, but almost
There's not an actual cult. They're just reading books.
they're just nerds.
Wait. Oh shoot. That's like a meta moment for us. We're in a cult too. Everyone who plays D&D. Just a bunch of nerds who think they're cool.
We go into a dark room and we just sit and talk with each other.
Password. Can
Todd
we
and I are like, I don't know if I
Do I want to associate with you guys right now?
Can we have a slat at the studio? Password.
On the wish list for the new studio.
Just in the underground.
Yeah. Password.
That'd be so
Oh
funny.
my gosh. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, my bad.
Do a needle pen with Dingleberry. I'm gonna learn how.
Okay, so you're in here and you're looking for books on demonology. I need you to make either a history or arcana check, your choice.
All right. And I'm going to.
Or religion. Religion would actually work too.
Right, and for guidance, what I'm going to do is just kind of politely ask her, hey, where's the section on demons?
Would that be an investigation or?
No, you know how this is laid out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you took her to the chapter that would have what she needs.
Okay. So Tessa would probably, be like, oh, show her where it is, and like, do you need me? I can help. No problem.
I think I've got it.
Okay, I'll be over here.
Oh, totally got it. 22.
22. Okay.
For which one?
For so it was
History,
it was
zero.
history, arcana, or religion.
All of those are 0.
So 22 total.
Yeah, 22.
That's still great. Still a great roll. So you find a book on the known, what basically the people in this universe know about the creation and the history of demon kind and how they respond, and kind of a little bit about what makes them tick. You learn that they're creatures of utter chaos and evil. They delight in cruelty, of course, all this kind of stuff, like what you'd expect of a demon. You learn that they are almost elemental in their nature of chaos. They cannot stand order. They cannot stand to be told what to do. They cannot stand patterns. They cannot stand any of that. It chafes them. You learn a little bit about how they can interact with the material plane, the plane that you live on. You learn that they can actually, in some respects, breed with mortals, and that they're children called cambions, while maybe more prone to those chaotic tendencies, are not slave to them like demons are. That's probably what catches your eye more than anything.
This is perfect. Everything I needed. Can I take this?
There's like a mousy looking man. He's kind of wearing like a hood and like a veil, but like his nose is sticking through a little bit. It's not a very good. This guy's like, no, you can't take that. That's precious. It's gonna stay here. What are you talking? Nothing leaves this chamber.
Look, I need this, and first of all, why?
Because knowledge is precious. It must be preserved. It must.
Perfect. I will bring it back, but right now I need it.
Are they speaking at normal volume?
I'm starting to speak a little louder. There's emotion.
Tessa would hear this. I mean,
Yeah.
also it's a library. So she would come around and, she would overhear how much all, perhaps, and say, look, Eris, I'm sorry. You gotta be cool here. You can't take the secret books from the secret society library. You gotta read it here.
I'm cool.
It's not a regular library.
You don't think I'm cool?
Like, I'm just saying, cool. Cool. You can't take them.
But he's not being cool.
This troglodyte here that you brought.
Excuse you.
No, she is cool. She is. She understands that we can't take the book with us. She knows.
No, I don't. I don't.
How long it took her to finish that chapter? I don't know.
You know what? This is
You're really slumming it these days, it seems like.
No. This is a pet project of hers that she's passionate about. But she knows the rules.
No, I'm taking the book.
You're welcome to make an intimidation check. Mousy as this man is, it won't be easy. He takes his book seriously.
I'm also giving myself guidance.
Tessa would probably not be cool with her taking the book either.
Okay.
24.
Okay. How do you intimidate him?
Let's just go ahead and use thaumaturgy to make my voice boom up to 3 times louder in this silent library. I'm taking it.
Shells are starting to shudder and shake.
This is good.
Stop.
As you say that, everything kind of booms. He kind of like flinches back, and his glasses that are over the veil fall. Oh, gosh,
I'll bring it
so
back.
mean.
And then she's gonna leave.
He kind of like picks up his glasses. They're broken. Oh man.
Just like comes to console.
Call him Alvin.
Album?
Alvin.
Alvin.
As in the chipmunk.
Okay.
Do you know how to cast mend? Poor
Yeah,
man's
I do have mending at will.
Okay. Next minute casting mending. Thanks, Tessa.
Of course.
I didn't know you were hanging out with mean girls.
I didn't know. I didn't know. I'm sorry.
This is supposed to be our space.
She was a lot calmer about it before, and she's gonna make it out.
Dude, this place sounds awesome. Rico gets wind of this
Put it
place.
on your account. If anything happens to that book.
I accept that. I accept that.
What's the punishment?
I don't know. We'll come up with something.
librarian cult.
Yeah.
Cultist punishment.
She's gonna have to like rebind stuff. Yeah.
Shame.
Yeah, shame.
Shame.
But it's just with books.
Yes. Shame.
So you have the history of demonology in your possession. Okay. Anything else we want to do before we move on?
I say we go to our next job. We're on a roll.
Just Meta, we haven't started building into that watchtower. This is just something new, right?
Yeah, we've scouted the location.
Oh yeah. So you find this watchtower. It's off the lower river. It's still in the Wharfside wards, but it's not in so much a horrible place in this case, but it's right by the river.
You can still view the sea from there.
You can absolutely see the sea from there. Who's approaching who? Like, are you two are scouting it out? You want to approach the
We both
owner?
know about this watchtower.
Yeah.
I'd say that
Okay.
this has been the dealings that we've been doing for the downtime.
Yep, a little bit of other things, yeah.
So through a little bit of sleuthing, you figure out who owns it, and you're able to gather a meeting. It looks like it's currently not in use. It's like a warehouse with a watchtower on top of it. Basically, is what it is. And so you can get a meeting with the owner. And what's your proposal?
About this space, we'd like to. First and foremost, it's not being occupied at the moment.
This is just Rico and Ryan.
I'll say, yeah, probably.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, it's an inner docking warehouse that we made. Currently, I don't have a tenant, but we'll get one here soon. Are you interested?
Well, could you tell us about the previous occupancy?
Oh, they were just rice merchants.
Are you interested in selling this place? Not renting, but selling the place. You make much more money that way.
Maybe make an offer.
My friend, 100 gold.
Oh, I see. You guys you're pulling my chain. Rufus sent you to waste my time.
How about you make me an offer then?
Make you an offer. I couldn't part with it for less than 20,000.
20,000. Huh, interesting. Do you not recognize? And he's going to go ahead and try to charm this guy.
Okay, I'm going to warn you right now, you're not going to charm this guy to sell a building for 100 gold, all right? Okay, all right, go for it.
So, yeah, he charms him.
Okay. You cash friends? Is that what you're doing, or?
No.
What are you doing?
He's gonna actually try to charm him.
Charm person.
Charm person.
Okay, I make a wisdom save, I think.
That's correct. I
What's your
believe.
DC?
Is it 14? Is that what it is?
Right.
Save?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's kind of like, he's laughing at your first offer. He gives you a counter and it's like, yeah, that's how much it is, punk. And then you cast the spell and he's like, but I like the cut of your jib. What can you do?
My friend, let me tell you, we have very important jobs, okay? What if, instead of renting, you don't have to worry about the old watchtower. Look how old it is. Look how dusty it is. This friend needs a lot of work, okay? So why don't you say that we meet around 2,000 gold? And once a year, we will come and give you another 500 for 5 years.
And that's a lot better. But I just can't handle that. Come on, I just take a huge loss on it.
It's okay.
Tell you what, 10,000 is best I can do. All right, I'm losing money, but at least it would get me out from under it.
I was going to say 10,000 alone is the renovation expense that you'll see for us to come in and bring our business and wares. So, my friend, you're getting a bargain. And I would expect nothing less.
Okay, I make you good deal. We are not going to be in here forever. Because, well, we have business, we are trying to move up. I will put on paper that when we sell this place, we will give you half. After the renovation, after everything we do is going to be worth more, and down the line you are going to be rich, my friend.
We get that in paper.
We can get it on paper, my friend.
In 5,000.
2,000. Remember the upside. It's big picture, not small picture.
Because when we turn around and sell this place, we'll be selling it for closer to 40.
Either both of you can make a persuasion check or one of you with advantage.
Ooh, I have really good persuasion.
My persuasion's a 5 as well.
I can't get less than what?
If you roll anything less than a 10, we count it as a 10. Because you're a stupid eloquence bard.
Let's roll together.
Roll together.
We're in this together, my friend.
Okay.
Always and will be.
Let's go. Mickey. Damn it.
I rolled... see? 23.
A 23.
23 and a 10.
So you count it as a 10, then you add your modifier.
And then we add the modifier.
All right. We'll make that deal.
Let's say that they throw out the paper, they do all of the, all of the terms. We go for it.
Yep. Yeah, so the contract is written up. You actually see he kind of pulls in like a mage that will actually cast like Find Familiar. A little imp shows up, little devil, and he kind of like writes up the contract. It is ironclad, backed by the hells.
Perfect.
Yes.
This is great.
Yes. Yes.
And you all sign it?
We all sign it, but we got to make sure that it's only when we sell.
Yep.
That's
the key.
That was the deal. I'm aware of that loophole. Yep. Where do you guys get 2,000 gold?
We will be delivering the money. Let's again. We need to begin the renovation. We need to be able to
We
deliver the
need
money.
to put everything together, but we will give you down payment right now, and we put it in the paperwork. Next month we finish the rest. The note is due.
Okay, so you give him a promissory. He's going to require at least, let's say, 200 gold.
Okay.
As there's your promissory intent, and you'll forfeit it if you do not pay in time.
200 gold. This point in time. Ryan pulls out his coin purse.
No problem. I am rich too.
You are rich.
My friend, we go half and half.
You've got 100 gold.
Yes, but we tell everybody else that we paid 3,000. Because we went through all the work.
Oh, come on. Doug's not going to be appreciative of that.
No, Doc. Talking about the total. He's easy. I'm joking with you. My friend, you are so easy.
So funny, Rico. Yes, of course. So Ryan pulls out 100 gold pieces.
He also pulls out 100.
Okay.
Just take all the beating.
Partners.
My friend, we are going to be rich together, eh?
Adventurous partners.
Yes. Okay. That is our bond.
To be continued. Join us on the next episode.